Hi, welcome to Get Crafty. This month we're going to be creating two different bat crafts for Halloween. We're going to be making these cute little candy bar bats, and we're going to be making these bats that you can hang out of straws and cardboard. So let's get started. For our first project, let's go ahead and work on creating our little candy bar bats. Out of your craft packet, you are going to need a mini candy bar, a black circle, your rectangle of black paper, white crayon, sticky eyes, and your scissors and sticky tape or double-sided tape. So the first step in creating our candy bar is to take the black rectangle of paper and your mini candy bar. Place your mini candy bar in the middle of the paper upside down, and you are going to wrap that paper around so you're covering up the label like this. I like to kind of press around the edges a little bit for those folds to be creased, so then it kind of keeps its shape. And then you'll want to put a little bit of your double-sided roller tape on there. So if you haven't used these before in our crafting projects, you just push down and pull towards you and then lift up, and the double-sided tape stays onto your project. So after you do that, just stick that together and you have the little sleeve or base for your bat. The next step is to make our wings, and we will make those using this black circle. What you're going to do is cut your circle in half. It doesn't have to be exact, just eyeball it the best that you can. And then you're going to, on the flat side of your edge, you're going to cut these little dips in that make it look like wings. They don't have to be perfect or exactly the same, so just take some little half circle notches out to give it the look of a bat wing. And here you can see mine aren't perfect at all. It's just whatever you think looks good. So you want to do that to both halves. If your mom or if you have a smaller circle punch, you could always kind of notch in on the edges of that circle punch as well. I'm going to kind of move these little scraps out of the way. So we're going to take a little bit of our double-sided tape, add it to the wing, and attach it to the back of your candy bar. And you'll want to do the same thing with the other one. So just kind of attach it however you wish to make it look like your little bat is flying. In your craft kit, you received a few sticky eyes. These are really fun eyes because they already have the adhesive on the back. So go ahead and peel 2 eyes off and place them onto your project wherever you would like your eyes to be. And so we'll get that done. We supplied enough items in your packet for you to create 2 of these little bats. So there I have my bat eyes. And lastly, I'm going to draw some little fangs onto my bat. You can make a smile face, you can leave it like this, or you can add fangs. So we included a white crayon as well, so you can make that smile and then add a couple triangle vampire bat teeth. And there you have just a simple little bat candy bar craft that you can make for yourself to enjoy, or you can share them with friends and make little treats for them. I'm going to set this project off to the side, and we will go ahead and create the next project that we have in your kit, and that is going to be making the bats using paper Halloween straws and some cardboard and cardstock and Google Eyes. So we are going to work on that. I'm going to slide that down towards the bottom of our screen. The first thing that you are going to need to grab out of your packet is this sheet of cardboard. It's a special cardboard that I ordered. Usually when you see cardboard with boxes, you'll see a side like this with one that matches on the other side. So this is just kind of a half sheet of the cardboard that we're going to be using. And then you're also going to want your template for your bat. The first step in this project is to cut your cardboard in half, and it's just a little easier to work with. So go ahead and cut that in half so you have a piece that looks like this. And that way you have the ability to make a second bat if you want, or if you have difficulty cutting, you have a sufficient amount of cardboard left to try it one more time. So go ahead and cut that full sheet in half so you have a piece that looks like this. After you do that, you'll want to cut your bat template out so it looks like this. At this point, I would suggest using a pencil or marker, crayon, whatever you have on hand, to go ahead and trace around your bat image. We're going to be cutting this out of the cardboard, and so it's kind of nice to have a little image to follow. It's easier than trying to hold this down and cut around it. So after you have your image traced, you can go ahead and cut out your cardboard so that it looks like this. Okay, so our next step is to take our black rectangle of cardstock, and we are going to try to replicate this bat body in the middle. I think the simplest way to do that is to, again, take your bat template and take a pencil, because pencil is a little shiny on the black paper, and trace a little wider than your pattern. You want it a little bit bigger than the pattern that you used for your bat. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of going around. There's not really a filler here. I want to keep my bat template in case I decide to make another one. So I have this empty spot. What I'm going to do is just guess where it's going to end. So just follow that curve around and go into that area. It kind of looks like a little rocket ship. So after that, I'm going to want to cut this out. And so I will get that done. And then we're going to stick it in the middle. So we have the black part for the bat's main body. So we'll want to cut that out and see that it fits well. And you can flip it the other way if you have some pencil marks. I can still see a little bit of my pencil, so I'm going to flip it over so I can't see it. So yeah, it looks like I did fine. You can't really see much of the cardboard body. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to use some of my tape on the upper edges of the cardboard. You can kind of see it sticky on there. And I'm going to place the black portion of my bat on that cardboard. And there you can kind of see it actually looks kind of neat this way with just the black bat body and the brown wings is kind of appealing in itself. So the next step would be to add eyes. And again, you should have, after creating your 2 candy bars, you should have 2 eyes left to make your bat. So go ahead and attach those. And there we have a really great start to that. Again, you are certainly welcome to use your white crayon to add some things if you want it to look like a vampire bat, or you can just leave it blank like we did down here in our sample, but it's always fun to kind of work with wiggly eyes. So that is our start for our bat. If you would like to add the straws, this is kind of a fun part, and know that when you cut the straws, they tend to fly all over the place. These are paper straws that are Halloween themed, and you can find them online or at most of the local discount stores or craft stores here in town. Different styles and designs that are, you know, Halloween themed, or even in the party section, they have some of your basic Halloween colors in stripes and dots and things like that. So if you can't locate straws that have bats or pumpkins or whatever on it, you know that you can find black and white and orange paper straws in the party sections as well as the holiday sections. What I found was easiest in creating this bat with the straws is that I just kind of started measuring and cutting. So I'm going to lay my straw down onto the brown section, and I'm going to measure that, oh, I need to make a cut about here. And then I did that. And I remember that I said that these straws are going to kind of fly all around. I'm trying to be careful so it doesn't. So I'm going to lay my straw there and know that, okay, that's where my first one's going to be. Then I'm going to alternate to the next straw and measure it off and cut. Oop, there it goes. And lay it down. And then the next, you'll kind of see how it gives you the up and down shape of the wing. And then I will use my white one and kind of measure. So you're going to go through and do that for your entire bat wing. I would do one side at a time. So continue doing that till you fill it all the way up to the end. Then what I did is I gently slid those off to the side, kind of keeping them lined up with my bat wing. And I put some of my tape onto the wings and began adhering them across. So tape and adhere and tape and adhere all the way across. And then I would do the same thing on the other side of my bat wing until it finally looked like this. In your craft kit, we also gave you approximately a 3-foot length of black and white baker's twine. So if you would like to hang your bat, you could attach the string to the back with a bit of Scotch tape, and then it would give you the ability to hang your bat up if you would like. The back, of course, is brown cardboard. You can either leave it plain like that, or you could do some artwork on the back of that as well. So here we have our 2 Get Crafty bat projects for the day. I hope you had a lot of fun crafting with us. We hope to see you at the library sometime, and hope that you join us again for another craft session, either in the library or virtually. Have a great week.